Here we go. Hendo in the white, the southpaw Lombard in the dark trunks. Hendo was to fight Lyoto Machida in Tampa. He fights here near his home in Temecula tonight against a fellow Olympian, the Cuban Olympian, Hector Lombard.
Henderson immediately looks to drop a right hand on Lombard. And that is his big punch. And when we say big punch, it's an understatement.
The biggest one ever landed came against Michael Bisping, who will fight for the title later tonight. 16 of his 17 career finishes by strikes. And another kick from Hendo.
I mean, you're talking about a guy who knocked out Fedor.
Yes.
At heavyweight. And here he is at 185.
A lot of support for Hendo, who competed in the Olympics in '92 and '96 for Team USA.
Lombard just kind of stalking him, being patient, being real careful of that, real careful of that. Henderson still has that power, and it looks like he's still got very good timing as well.
That fight with Machida was supposed to be about 7 weeks ago. Hendo still feels in great shape, very well prepared, mentally and physically. And he's been battling a long time. Both these men have, Joe. Lombard at one point had a 25-fight unbeaten streak.
Lombard being very cautious, very respectful of the power of Henderson.
One guy a judoka in the Olympics, the other a wrestler. Control.
He's caught in a crucifix, Mike. The Americana, he's got to get it closer to the body in order to pull that off. He might be able to get a straight armbar here.
Lombard trying to work for it.
Dan trying to get back up to his feet. Lombard now inside control.
Hendo trying to control the posture.
Dan just got a little too eager and went after him and got caught himself. Lombard again moves to the crucifix position. He looks so big at 185, Mike. The amount of weight that Dan Henderson is carrying right now, all dense and in one spot. And Dan scrambling to get back to his feet. He does. He caught a left hook, though.
Oh, my. They continue to swing. Hendo in trouble again. Lombard looking to finish this fight. Henderson is up, but not for long. Wow. Pressure from Lombard.
Unbelievable pressure by Lombard.
Can Dan stay in this fight? We have seen him do this type of thing before.
We certainly have. And recently in the Shogun Hua fight, he was badly hurt before he knocked Hua out. But right now he's on the bottom with Lombard on top with a minute to work.
Limited edition UFC Bud Light is available at participating retailers starting June 5th. Raise one to right now. Hendo close to being finished. Durability, one of the top words always used when describing Dan Henderson, the fighter.
But after all these wars that he's had inside the octagon and outside the octagon and other organizations, you got to wonder how much is left of that chin. The power, still there.
Man, we know he's got some left because Lombard was swarming. And Hendo was in big trouble. But it looks like we're headed to round two.
Well, You just can't quantify the kind of mental toughness that a guy like Dan Henderson has.
Back.
It would have been a riot if they stopped that fight right there.
You got that right.
Do you hear the boos come up? Here we go.
Round 2. Trademark Hendo here. There's those kicks again.
A power kick to the body by Lombard there. Dan's looking to set it up.
Yeah, he's trying to set it up with that low kick, Joe.
Oh, barely missed that right hand there.
They're asking Lombard to move a little more, get back to movement. Lombard with 14 significant strikes thus far for Henderson.
Dan is looking to just get in the pocket and bang. Just looking for that right hand.
He's doing it against a southpaw here. Or at least looking to. And that straight left is where Lombard wants to deliver the shot to the jaw of Henderson.
This is a very peculiar style of fighting because he head kicked him. Oh, he hurt
Henderson.
And it's all over. Dan Henderson. Boom. Knockout. Oh. Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. Dan Henderson is an animal. That guy is an animal. Wow. Wow. I think he's the first guy to ever do that to Lombard as well. Let's take a look.
Fight replay brought to you by Bud Light. Raise one to right now.
He catches him with the high kick, hurts him, and then hits him with that elbow to the temple, and he's already out. And Dan blasts him. So it's a back elbow. Let's see it one more time. He's get the head kick lands, but this elbow is what does it. And then boom, 2 big elbows later. Wow, what a huge, huge victory for Dan Henderson.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 27 seconds of round number 2, declaring the winner by knockout, Dan Henderson.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're gonna have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's come out and do this.
They touch him up. The wait is finally over. Eric Silva and Matt Brown, huge stakes in the ultra-competitive UFC welterweight division. They touch him up once more. Wheel underway. It's Matt Brown in the white trunks with red trim. Eric Silva in all red. Big kick early. And Brown trying to get the offense going. Silva working for the takedown. Reversal by Brown.
Beautiful use of momentum there from Matt Brown. Excellent body lock takedown from Eric Silva, but Matt Brown reversed him. These guys are getting after it. Nice body kick from Eric Silva.
And followed it up with a nice uppercut there. These are not time wasters inside the... Oh! The body shot there for Silva. Matt Brown in a world of trouble. Silva smells the finish. Brown hanging tough. Matt Brown somehow survives the immortal.
There's that early start from Eric Silva we talked about. Brutal shot. And Eric Silva will point the toes and dig into the body. A lot like Katsunori Kikuno, who also fights here in the UFC. A devastating technique. Eric Silva with full back control. Both hooks in here.
So an explosive impressive first minute for Eric Silva. Going to be hard to beat Matt Brown when it comes to heart and conditioning, but man, what a start for the Brazilian.
Matt Brown doing a good job of getting wrist control there. He's got a 2-on-1 wrist control. Trying to survive this back control position from Eric Silva. Eric Silva now trying to get that arm underneath the chin of Matt Brown.
Possible neck crank here, can't quite get under the chin. Matt Brown trying to survive. Constant pressure from Eric Silva. Man, Matt Brown's got hope for days.
Matt Brown is a survivor, we know that. He's doing an excellent job of surviving here. Eric Silva in constant pursuit of the submission. Might be trying to switch to a straight arm bar. Let's see if he tries to lock out that left arm of Matt Brown. He's gonna try to throw that right leg up and over the head of Matt Brown. He bails on it. And he's got the arm trapped. He's got that right arm trapped, which can make things a little bit easier for him to get that rear naked choke when Matt Brown gets his arm out.
And Eric Silva's inner monologue has got to be like, what is it going to take to put this guy away?
Well, we talked about the importance of pacing himself here. It is still early in the fight. And one thing we know about Matt the Immortal Brown is he will survive and get stronger as the fight goes on. And Matt Brown is out!
And the crowd goes crazy as Matt Brown gets upright. And immediately goes on the offensive.
Beautiful knee-elbow combination from Matt Brown.
And now Silva's absorbing some punishment. Silva circles away. Huge elbows from Matt Brown. And Eric Silva wobbly on his feet. Deafening here in Cincinnati. Matt Brown pouring it on.
Elbow after elbow from the clinch from Matt Brown. That's where he does a lot of his best work.
One of the best rounds you will see in mixed martial arts. Back and forth we go. Silva to the body now.
Oh, beautiful foot sweep from Matt Brown.
Oh, nice uppercut there by Matt Brown. He greets Silva with a knee on the way up.
Oh, brutal elbows from that clinch and another knee. That is beautiful control of the tie clinch from Matt Brown. A masterful job from the clinch.
Brown continues to apply pressure. A couple of up elbows land there. And now Silva returns fire. Under 30 seconds to go in the round.
Eric Silva either needs to keep circling or clinch up with Matt Brown and slow Brown down. Oh, shot right hand.
Silva taking huge shots. Takedown is there for Matt Brown. What a round here in Cincinnati. We will be right back. Stay with us.
Kinds of rounds, unbelievable.
Both guys absorbing a lot of damage in between rounds. Eric Silva's corner saying you were expectant that the elbows were going to be coming. You don't want to fight it up close. And Matt Brown picking up where he left off.
The corner of Matt Brown told him to get right back into his face, and that's exactly what he's done here. Another body shot that hurt Matt Brown. The same kick. I don't think he realizes that thing. That hurt Matt. You see him slow down, he's hurt. But he responds with the right hand.
Matt Brown with a nice poker face, and now he applies pressure on Silva. So Silva would be wise to continue to attack that body, but Matt Brown, elbows, knees, throwing it all Silva's way.
The corner of Eric Silva told him not to clinch with him. Eric Silva in this position here, he needs to be all the way in though. He can't be in that tight clinch with Matt Brown. He's too good there. Nice liver shot from Matt Brown.
Strike to the shoulder there for Eric Silva. Matt Brown just continuing with this to Silva's head. Huge knees land.
Brutal combination there, John. Now knees to the body from Matt Brown.
And you wonder how much more Eric Silva can take here. Jaws are dropped throughout this arena. Nobody is sitting down. Uppercut is there.
It's unbelievable the pace that Matt Brown keeps. He drags you into deep water, and he challenges you to see who will sink first. And right now, Matt Brown still looks very fresh.
Eric Silva showing a pretty big heart in his own right, but Matt Brown continues to land at will. Left hand is there. Matt Brown!
Quadrupled up on that left hand, John.
And Eric Silva has been rendered flat-footed, but he goes to the body, and he's got to continue to go there.
Well, he's not putting together his combinations, John. He's looking for one shot, whereas Matt Brown is, and he just got home with another body shot. Eric Silva has been very effective with the body shots, but he's not putting his combinations together, John, and that has been the difference on the striking.
And Matt Brown has those arms planted. Herb Dean giving Eric Silva the benefit of the doubt to stay in this fight.
That is just mind power from Matt Brown. His body is hurt, but he continues fighting. He's been hurt several times in the body. But look at this. Now looking at a triangle here.
Six career wins by submission for Matt Brown coming in.
He might be trying to set up that Kimura with that triangle grip. He's out of the triangle. Might transition to the back here. Eric Silva is exhausted. Now a Darce choke. He's got it very tight now. He needs to use his hip to apply the pressure on Eric Silva. Oh, brutal knee.
And into the mount. I believe for Matt Brown, the doors are going to blow off of this place if he can finish this fight. Ground and pound for Matt Brown. Silva trying desperately to hang in there. Now another attempt.
Eric Silva is out now, right into a triangle for Matt Brown. He's got it tight, John. He can switch to another arm lock here. He needs to put his hips back on the mat. He's got an arm lock, though.
Still plenty of time with which to work, trying to submit the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt Eric Silva. Silva's up. What a pace for nearly 10 minutes here in the main event.
This is one of the greatest fights I've ever seen, period. And it's only been 2 rounds. Matt Brown can take the back here. Both guys just exhausted, though.
Under 20 seconds now to go in round 2 of, dare I say, a possible 5.
Shot as well.
And most improbably, Matt Brown looks relatively fresh, all things considered. The message in his corner, break him, you can break this kid. So far, Eric Silva has refused to be broken.
Well, that is really how Matt Brown beats guys. Just so mentally tough. So much heart.
Oh, huge knees from Matt Brown. And Eric Silva, he might be on his last legs here.
You wonder how many shots this kid can take. But it's Eric Silva who's just looking for that big shot.
And you wonder if he even has the gas to try to pursue a takedown. No problem for Matt Brown getting Silva back to the canvas.
And Matt Brown needs to be careful to not lose his technique out there. Matt Brown back into an excellent position here in the close guard of Eric Silva.
Straight right gets through there for Brown.
Matt Brown really posting up, keeping his head in the proper position, taking away any of the submissions from Eric Silva as he pounds away on his face here.
Two fighters at the highest level of the game refusing to give in here in Cincinnati. Big elbows again for Matt Brown. And that one finally opened Eric Silva up.
Eric Silva trying to shoot that triangle. Matt Brown postures up and he's out.
And Matt Brown still throwing volume despite this pace. Absolutely incredible. Eric Silva better fight back here. This one's going to be over. That is it. Matt Brown has done it again. One of the greatest fights in UFC history. Matt Brown's winning streak will move to 7.
You know, sometimes they drug test guys, John. I'd like to test if Matt Brown is actually human.
Unbelievable.
That guy's an animal.
The move of the fight is brought to you by Metro PCS, where nationwide 4G LTE is $40, period.
Well, here's that elbow. A few elbows. A package of elbows. Matt Brown just relentless. Cut Eric Silva open. Blood dripping into the eye of Eric Silva, and Matt Brown just giving more and more elbows and punches to the face of Eric Silva. What a performance from Matt Brown.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 11 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by TKO, Matt the Immortal Brown.
Okay, gentlemen, been over the rules in the dressing room, you know exactly what I expect. Keep yourself protected at all times. Listen to me at all times. When I say stop, you stop. Touch gloves, let's do this.
So here it is, our main event. Paddy Holohan, Smolka. Paddy Holohan told me he foresaw this happening. He has envisioned this moment.
Ready, come on, stop.
And he now has the pride of headlining a UFC fight night in his hometown of Dublin. So tonight's fight block is sponsored by Unibet, the official betting partner of the UFC.
Paddy closed the distance, straight in on a takedown. Smolka's on the mat already, looking to scramble, but Paddy looks like he's locked on with that body lock and securing a side control position.
As you said in the walkout, Dan, John Kavanagh living his life vicariously through Paddy Holohan.
Yeah. I think a lot of people in this arena tonight are living vicariously through Paddy. It's a strong top position for Paddy. Chasing that submission immediately. Oh, Smolka's got what looks like a Darce choke locked up. Paddy's got his arm on the correct side of the body though. As you can see, Paddy's left arm is on the right side of the body of Smolka, so there's no danger to closing the airways here. Good knees to the body here. Paddy looking to step over. Feels like he's got an arm isolated. Smolka wise to it, circles away, but Paddy's on a guillotine. Quick fire submissions here.
Holohan snaps down Smolka. Smolka then looking for the throw. It hasn't quite worked out. He's got to be careful. Keeps that whizzer.
Paddy looking for the far side hook, and he gets
Great
it.
Dexterity there.
Nice, beautiful. Grapevines that far leg. Looks to get his next hook in. He's got a twister position here. Joe Rogan would be losing his mind if he was here.
Got to be careful he doesn't lose that position. Smolka is trying to stop his back being taken.
Paddy working hard for it. Smolka's doing a good job though. Got a single leg control, working that rear naked choke position, but he's not square to the back. He does take top position though.
Yeah, use that to achieve top position as Smolka pushes off.
Good work by the hooligan, rushes forward. Does not want Smolka a moment's breathing room.
Dragging it down to the mat again. And
nice.
Holohan just rolls in with it. Two very creative grapplers.
Possibly looking for a leg lock if he can create some space here.
Yeah, Paddy Holohan really sort of seeks out the champagne of submissions.
There it is, he's isolated that heel hook. Smolka's going to look to turn away. Good work by Smolka to spin out of that. Paddy's in an awkward position now. Smolka could pass the side control if he chooses to.
Yeah, Louis Smolka working very hard with Gracie techniques ahead of this contest.
Again, working for a sweep, an ankle lock. Now Smolka's returning.
Yeah, straight ankle lock there from Louis Smolka. An awkward bend in the leg of Paddy Holohan, but nothing is stopping him. He is absolutely relentless in these grappling exchanges.
Good work here, trying to control the top position, but my goodness, it's like what? Oh! A good kick from Smolka. Rocked Paddy for a second. He clinches to lean and pushes forward for the takedown. He's in on a single leg. Great work. Lovely sit out by Smolka there.
Yeah, Paddy doing very well to get his hips back. Good fast action here.
Nice.
Lots of kinetic energy from the flyweights. Huge roars echoing around the 3 arena.
Paddy is winging these shots. He really wants this fight on the floor. Smolka did a good job of stepping over there. Smolka looking to stuff the head for a second. Paddy's really forcing that takedown. Looking to strip that base away, pull that knee away from the fence.
Very, very technical display here, Dan.
Lots of great exchanges.
The purists can really indulge in this flyweight contest.
Here the crowd getting on his side. Oh,
lovely
good elbow from Smolka. And another one.
Last few seconds as these two decide to stand and trade.
Paddy seems unfazed, but he's taking some shots.
And my God, it has to prize them apart.
Fantastic first round.
Before they feel the energy circulating around the 3 arena.
Thank you, guys.
Smolka looking for that step inside kick that he caught Richie Vass with. Nice, good work from Paddy there. Good kick from Smolka as he closes the distance. Smolka still pushing forward here. Paddy looks for the takedown. Pushes Smolka to the fence, looks to take his back in the scramble right in front of the commentary position. Paddy's got a hook in, but he's got good balance here. Smolka's got a real strong bend in his legs. That's got to be exhausting. Paddy's got a hand over Smolka's mouth. He's trying to obstruct the airways here, trying to obstruct his breathing a little bit. Every little helps in these situations. Paddy looking for a second hook and he gets it. It's good work here. See if he can extend Smolka out. He takes the back. That's good work. He's got a body triangle sunk in. Working for that arm under the chin of Smolka. This is great work by the hooligan. Smolka looks calm though. Doesn't look too concerned by this situation. He's got good hand control. Looking to spin, turn into Paddy's guard, but Paddy's not allowing him to. That body triangle's holding strong. But with these guys being so lean and so skinny, it's quite easy to spin through that body triangle. In a higher weight, that body triangle can be completely debilitating. But at these lighter weights, there is more room for movement with them having such narrow waists. Paddy's doing a good job of controlling here. Looking for wrist control, trying to peel that away, trying to expose the neck. Smolka not really doing a great deal to get out of his body triangle at the moment. He seems a little stuck by it. He's trying to turn in, and now he does. There we go, and Paddy releases. Immediately works for rubber guard. Climbs high, works for an omoplata, but Smolka steps over. Oh, a heavy elbow to the body by Smolka. Paddy in on a single leg, as you can see Conor McGregor in the corner, spurring his teammate on. Smolka with a high elbow guillotine. Paddy pushing on the hips to create some space. He's going to have to bail out of this if he gets deeper, and he does. Sits to his back. Smolka now in top position.
Smolka looking to put some pressure on the chin of Paddy, landing a good elbow there. Softening up the body.
Oh!
Telling strikes on the ground here from Smolka. Really turning that elbow over nicely, Dan.
As we expected, John, a really even match between these two guys. Paddy on an omoplata, he's got it locked in, but Smolka again steps over.
Really lovely stuff from both of these young flyweights. They are not disappointing tonight.
Paddy looks to roll through. Now he's turning back to his feet. He looks troubled. A kick to the body from Smolka.
Smolka senses a victory here, Dan.
Paddy looks to be turning away. It's not good. Smolka's in mount position.
Smolka raining down with punches and elbows.
Paddy looking to climb his legs up, trying to wrap around Smolka's body and pull him off his mount position. The crowd is spurring Paddy on, but this is not a good position for him. Smolka's pouring out the pressure. Paddy's turning away.
He's turning away. He's about to give his back. Smolka looking to sink in a rear naked choke. Flattens out the hooligan.
That's a tight rear naked choke. Oh my goodness.
Louis Smolka breaks the hearts of the Irish here in Dublin.
Oh, disappointing night for Paddy there.
Massive disappointment for Paddy Holohan, but you can't take anything away from the Hawaiian Louis Smolka. A very technical battle indeed.
What a fantastic back and forth fight there. Someone was going to break eventually, and we just didn't know who it was going to be. Paddy had a lot of good opportunities there, as did Smolka. But ultimately, it was the top position here in the scramble. Smolka started to pour on the pressure, and Paddy really had nowhere to escape. Smolka gave the mount, took the mount position and started to pour it on. And Paddy was up against the fence, just nowhere to go. As he started to turn away, Smolka kept pouring on the pressure, trying to encourage him to turn and give his back, which is what Paddy eventually did.
What a game performance from Louis Smolka.
A great effort from both guys.
He's come a long way. He didn't look like he was 100% confident earlier in fight week, Dan. I just think he's a very honest young fighter.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes and 9 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by rear naked choke, Louis de la Samurai Smolka.
Other tandems to compete in the UFC, Joe Lauzon and his brother, part of that fraternity as well. The fight clock is brought to you by Bud Light. Here we go.
Set it up, set it up, set it up. 1-1 high check, 2 pass bys.
Miller trying to get that left hand going early. The uppercut flails and misses.
Good inside leg kick by Miller. And good combinations as well. The southpaw stance, a bit of a puzzle for a lot of orthodox fighters. Nice knee to the body as well. But Joe Lauzon has a very good straight right hand. And that is the classic weapon against the southpaw stance. Southpaw stance also opens itself up both offensively and defensively for kicks. Nice inside leg kick there. Oh, beautiful attack by Miller.
And Lauzon covering up here early.
Jimmy, off the cage, off the cage. Jimmy, off the cage.
You hear Mike Constantino telling Jim Miller to get off the cage. Another big left hand for Miller.
But that's what I was talking about offensively. The kick to the body. The body is from the southpaw to orthodox stance. It really opens it up, and Jim Miller's going off here. Very aggressive. Knee to the body again. Big punch. And Lauzon responds.
Both of these guys forever game. Jim Miller, though, getting the hands going here early through 2 minutes.
And attack the inside of the leg again. Jim Miller having tremendous success in this first round.
And we'll see if Lauzon tries to change the complexion of this opening round.
And there's Lauzon attacking to the body, but not a lot into that kick.
Hands back to your chin, Miller. Here he comes. He comes forward.
Now the question becomes, how much energy did Miller... Wow, he's coming at it again. Oh my God. Big shots by Miller. Dirty boxing here. He's hurt. Lauzon is hurt. Arm triangle attempt from a standing position. If he can drag him down to the ground, Lauzon's in a lot of trouble. He's a bloody mess.
Jim Miller is putting it on Joe Lauzon here midway through round 1.
Wow, what a tremendous opening round for Jim Miller.
Hey, stop. Time. Go over there.
And Yves Lavigne already stopping things because of a huge cut on the grill of Joe Lauzon.
Good luck there.
And one of those inside elbows, Joe, probably opened that up.
He said it's fine. Here we go.
So some early adversity here for the underdog, Joe Lauzon.
What are the odds on this fight?
Jim Miller, 2-1 favorite.
Wow. I guess you're seeing why.
Big knee there.
Jim Miller looks sensational. This is a head kick here. This is as good as we've ever seen him.
And clearly he thought Joe he had a big striking advantage, and it's playing out that way.
Big elbows by knee to the body, but Lauzon's coming back with an uppercut. You can't question the heart of Joe Lauzon.
Both of these guys forever game. Hard to remember a boring fight, never mind round involving either one of them.
That might have hurt Miller. Miller backed off there.
Jim Miller, 2 pass box. Stay to the outside, Jim. Jim, stay to the outside.
Vicious combinations by Miller. Right hook fading away. Took a big deep breath though. And fires right back in.
Introduce something new.
So Miller's hand certainly looks sharp on fight night here as we approach the 1 minute mark in round 1. Both fighters slip down.
His hands, his kicks, his elbows, everything's on point for Jim Miller tonight.
Another big left hand for Miller.
Oh, it's bleeding bad again. I mean, this is ridiculous. His face is like a water faucet.
But yet Joe Lauzon, forever game, keeps pressing forward.
I mean, blood is pouring out of his face here. Big shot by Miller. They're going to have a real hard time stopping this in between rounds if it gets to the second.
I mean, he is a masked man at this point. 30 seconds to go in our opening frame.
But Lauzon is continuing to press forward. Powerful inside leg kicks. Hitting low on the calf with that. Oh! Vicious attack again by Miller. Hooks to the body.
And props to Lauzon for returning fire.
And it looks like Joe Lauzon's going to make it to the second. With a knee to the body.
Of Joe Lauzon, who is getting this crowd going here in Vegas.
Well, what we saw in that first round was a significant stand-up advantage for Jim Miller. And he is going off again. Inside leg kick for Joe. And it started to bleed again. And there's a shot.
Yeah, the canvas not utilized in round 1, and early takedown here for Miller in round 2.
Both men very good on the ground. Butterfly guard being employed by Lauzon, trying to protect that cut. He's attacking.
Do not let him control your head, Jim. Posture. Jimmy, posture.
And if there is a place where Joe Lauzon is most dangerous, it may very well be on the ground.
Jim, legs are open, Jim. Legs are open. Breathe while you work, Joe.
Still able to see, though, out of that right eye is Joe Lauzon. But gotta think, Joe, as far as the offensive submission games are concerned, the blood will be a factor, yeah?
It could be a factor to benefit Jim Miller if it goes to a rear naked choke type of situation. Sometimes blood can allow a forearm to slip under a chin, but usually it just makes it much harder to hold on to the guy. He gets much more slippery.
And Joe Lauzon is really bleeding here underneath Jim Miller as Miller continues to apply pressure to the head.
And Jim is trying to get past the left knee of Joe Lauzon and mount him. And he does. That was perfectly timed. He knew that Joe was going to try to explode and buck up, and he slid right over the top. Joe is trying to recapture half guard. It looks like he has. And Jim's trying to get that leg out again now. A lot of shoulder pressure by Jim, staying high on the top. And there's another factor that you have to consider when you see all this blood, and that's the more blood Joe loses, the weaker he's going to get. I mean, he's basically donating blood right now. You know how you feel when you donate blood? You feel terrible for a couple of hours? Well, he's donated for like 3 people already.
Not to mention the heart rate and everything else that goes along with being a professional mixed martial artist.
There's a lot of blood on this canvas right now. Lauzon, it looks like, is stuck in a Darce choke here. It looks like he's got a Darce. Jim Miller has got the hands, nope, let it go, and Lauzon on top. And the crowd roars. Rubber guard attempt here by Miller. Got to work on that flexibility, son.
So Joe Lauzon still mounting some offense here, unfazed, or so it would appear by the cut and the ensuing blood.
Lauzon may very well dive on a leg lock when you see him stand up and posture up.
Don't move. Same position.
Well,
give me a cut. Scissor. Give me some scissor. Don't move. Stay in the same position, guys. Give me some scissor. Quick, quick, quick. No coaching. Thank you.
What is going on? Oh, okay.
Can you do something about that?
You got some tape loose. Yeah, that is a big chunk of tape hanging loose.
Thank you. Okay. Go back in the same position,
Good
guys.
job by Eva Levine of not standing them up and taking care of this on the ground.
Okay. Okay, get ready, guys. Go. Time.
And there's again mission control. Now he's got it though. Rubber guard by Miller. And what that does is it allows him to attack, but more importantly, allows him to completely control the posture of Joe Lauzon. And it's an excellent defensive situation. He also, if he can have a firm enough grip with his right foot, hard because of all the sweat and blood, but with a firm enough grip on his right foot, he can attack with his left elbow from that position. We saw Jason Day use that on Alan Belcher. But now Joe Lauzon is trying to pass over that right knee. If he can pass over that right knee, it minimizes this position and it'll allow Lauzon to pass. See, notice how Jim Miller's trying to get that right knee up? That's more important to him than anything else. Lauzon's trying to push that knee down. Miller's trying to bring it up. See, now Lauzon's got it up. Now Miller will concentrate on nothing but that knee. He's got to get that knee back up before he can get to an offensive position. See, now he's got it back up again. It's all about that knee.
So Joe Lauzon
He's got the knee, he's got a leg lock. This is the attack. This is what we were talking about. He's too high on it, though. Too low on it, rather. Dart's attempt. Joe's got to slide that arm through, grab his bicep.
Minutes to go here for these lightweight warriors.
This is a grueling fight. Beautiful inside leg kick. It acts as a trip by Miller. He's been using that all night. It's especially effective from the reverse positions because one is an orthodox and one is a southpaw. You saw it again. Lauzon used it on Miller. That technique is outstanding when you're facing a guy who fights from the opposite side. Good combination by Lauzon. Miller is exhausted. He's really tired right now. The assault that he put on Joe Lauzon in the first and second really drained him. Nice left to the body by Lauzon.
Good liver shot there by Joe Lauzon.
With that inside leg kick. He's managing to drop him every time with that. And I don't think you're going to see Miller go to the ground here. I think you're going to see him try to continue to kick the legs from this position and not engage.
You have to work, Mr. Miller.
Fourth time of the fight, that move has worked for Jim Miller, and just as Joe suggests, we are back upright.
He's going with the elbow now. Could very well be because of sore hands. He's hit everything on Joe Lauzon. Forehead, arms, elbows. I mean, there's only so many times you can punch a guy before it hurts you.
A nice knee to the midsection there for Jim Miller.
And look, Joe Lauzon's an animal, pressing forward still after all this. Still trying to win.
And at least as far as his combinations go, this has been his best round.
Get the scissor ready again.
Well, Lauzon is in tremendous shape, and that's the only way he could have sustained that beating he took in the first, all this blood loss, and still be attacking here in the third.
You'll see exactly why he's been a bonus machine here in the UFC. And clearly the message, Joe, from the Lauzon corner was that they need the finish. We'll just see how much he has left with which to pursue it.
Miller again with that inside leg kick. He went with the oblique kick this time. He's trying everything. Takes a big deep breath and steps back. Nice knee to the body by Lauzon. Miller may be hurt.
Yeah, that one backed Jim Miller up.
He may be hurt. Good left hand by Lauzon. What a fight.
Miller returns fire here.
How can this not be fight of the night?
And now a decent sized cut opening up under the left eye of Jim Miller.
Uppercut. Here, Mike Constantino, 2 minutes, suck it up.
New Jersey versus Boston here.
This truly is a war of attrition. At this point, I mean, this is absolutely grueling stuff. Nice oblique kick to the thigh.
And finally, some fatigue setting in on the part of Joe Lauzon. And yet Lauzon keeps pressing forward.
Both these guys have slowed considerably. Miller digging down. Another elbow to that cut, that same cut.
An excuse me left hand lands there for Jim Miller. So the crowd certainly appreciating the effort here of both men. You see the edge in terms of the strikes landed for Jim Miller.
Good right hand by Miller. Joe Lauzon dropping down for a heel hook. And that's what I was talking about his ability to dive on things. He's got a straight ankle lock here. If he can get his hands clasped together, he can do this with one hand. This is a dangerous position. He lost it. Guillotine.
Joe Lauzon trying to finish Jim Miller in the waning seconds.
Wow, what a fight.
And a sigh of relief there as you can lip read from Jim Miller. What a fight here.
What a fight. My God. Wow.
Tremendous output from Jim Miller, but what else can you say as well about Joe Lauzon? Toughness doesn't even describe it.
He's an animal. That was a tremendous fight. Just the barrage of strikes that Miller landed in the second, and the fact that Lauzon came close to submission in the third. I mean, woo.
And Lauzon fighting for 13 minutes, covered in blood. This fight replay is brought to you by Bud Light. Here we go.
And here's that nasty inside leg kick that Miller landed over and over again. And Miller attacking in the front in the first round over and over at the beginning of the fight. He attacked with vicious elbows, dirty boxing, knees to the body. I mean, that was an assault. That first round was just absolutely tremendous. And there's again that successful inside leg kick that really both fighters used. Now this is the end. Joe Lauzon drops down, went for a heel hook, couldn't quite get that position, went for a straight ankle lock, couldn't get that. And then at the very end, drops down and tries for a guillotine. Actually looks more like a front choke. I mean, he was just trying to do anything he could to try to finish this fight. Game till the very end.
Gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision, Jim Miller.
Jacob Volkman. Bobby Green.
You ready, Bobby? Ready, Jacob? Fight!
And we are underway. Black trunks for the southpaw, Jacob Christmas Volkman. Blue trunks for Bobby Green. 19 wins as a professional for Green.
You see right away Bobby wants to avoid that takedown. It looks to me like he wants to try to keep this standing.
Yeah, I think he's going to try to use his wrestling in reverse, Joe.
Yeah, he's striking, but he's keeping a very square stance, Mike. You notice how he's standing in front of him, shoulders squared up? That's to sprawl. He wants to be able to get out of there as soon as Jacob makes that inevitable charge and tries to wrap him up and drag him to the ground.
And Volkman likes to do it with the shot. He looks for singles and doubles, but if he can get you up against the fence, he likes to go in the style of dirty boxing and control from the clinch.
Bobby Green said of Jacob Volkman that he needs to learn how to be more exciting.
Bobby Green with a kick trying to be exciting early.
Was that low?
You know what, it clipped a bit, but it looked like more the stomach. Volkman didn't react, and there it is.
Single. Yeah. And watch the technical takedown ability of Jacob Volkman. Notice how he transitions
that was
brilliantly. He chains those attacks together. And Bobby is in a world of trouble here. Side control. Bobby's trying to get that left knee into play, and he does. Brings it to half guard. But Jacob is looking, it looks to me like he's looking for a choke. Perhaps a guillotine or a darce. Just blanketing him. Staying on top of him, sliding over, and he's going to get that left leg out, Mike. That left leg is in between the legs of Bobby Green. Watch him push down as soon as he gets some space. He's punching him right now, try to open things up, and then as soon as he can, he will free up that left leg and probably move to the mount.
We have seen some wrestlers who don't mind this position, the Turk with the control and with the background of Volkman and his grappling. Highly decorated during his collegiate career. This is how he breaks people down. Green trying to break out.
But you see that quick transition by Volkman. Volkman very aware, very grappling smart. He knew where there was space, and he knew what Bobby could do to try to stand up, and immediately countered that. He's staying on top of him, not making a move to free that left leg up yet, but a lot of pressure on Bobby.
Volkman
Bobby
coming
makes
off
some space here.
Sorry, Joe. Volkman coming off that impressive rear naked choke finish of Shane Roller in his hometown of Minneapolis.
Volkman grabbing a hold of that left leg. See how he's got that? He may decide to drop down and attack with a leg lock. He's not in the position to do it anymore.
Just past the midway point of round number 1.
Yeah, he's looking to stack Bobby here. He keeps, the way he's looking at that ankle makes me think he may possibly be considering dropping down and lacing up one of those legs.
6-1 at 155. Volkman fighting for the 10th time inside the octagon tonight.
Volkman is so deceptive, Mike. His technique is so good in his grappling that guys look at him and he doesn't look that impressive. He's not like a big, scary Sean Shirk looking dude, but when he gets a hold of you, man, his technique is perfect, his positioning is perfect, his leverage. Like, look at that.
Yeah, he stays right on him, right?
Yeah, he followed that kick. He got pushed off, followed it immediately, capitalized on the space. And now he's got Bobby Green's back.
And he has out-wrestled many good wrestlers. If it's an Antonio McKee, if it's a Danny Castillo, All-American Shane Roller.
Yeah, note he's using the body triangle now. Probably would like to get his right leg on the outside of Bobby Green's right leg.
Man, trying to
better
work it.
leverage there.
He's got some time left. 7 wins by submission. 2 of those submission wins due to strikes.
Yeah, he's going under the chin here. Bobby is just really getting smushed here. He's really getting out grappled. And Bobby trying to show some good defense. And I guarantee if he makes it out of this round, he will try very hard to not get taken down in the second because he knows what's in store for him. Make no mistake about it, the superior grappler is Jacob Volkman. Again, he's trying for that choke, and Bobby's pushing off.
I mean, we're talking in Volkman, a 2008 U.S. grappling national champion, defeated Dennis Hallman to make the world team and won an 80-kilogram no-gi world grappling championship that same year, plus a couple of years of Golden Gloves boxing. But this is the bread and butter of Jacob Volkman.
He's very, very frustrating on the ground.
Bobby Green taking a look into the camera. But this is a round that has been won by Jacob Volkman. And the battle will continue.
Ready, Bobby. Ready, Jacob. Fight!
A little blood coming out of the nose of Bobby Green. Some of the ground and pound from Jacob Volkman. Nice kick.
Excellent kick by Bobby. He needs
And
more of
boom,
that.
just like that.
Taken down, but this time escapes. Nicely done by Bobby.
And a good sprawl.
He dragged him in there.
And he stays right on it, though, doesn't he?
Yep. Arm in guillotine attempt here by Jacob. Lacing up the leg. Can't see how he's got his hands tied. He doesn't.
Joe Volkman timed that second kick so well, trying to shoot and get this takedown.
Yeah, he did. You know, Bobby is confident enough in his grappling to get this close to Jacob and hang on to him. If I was in his corner, I'd be screaming at him to disengage.
It's the counter takedown almost of Volkman.
Yeah, he's doing a good job here, though, in the clinch, but it seems like just a matter of time when you're locked up like that with Jacob before he drags you to the ground again.
And you know what? A key to that sprawl was the distance that Green kept there. Volkman really had to chase that one.
Yeah, he did a good job there, though, Mike, of avoiding both the first takedown attempt and then the second one.
Doesn't mind top position, although Volkman can be tricky.
Volkman grapevining the leg, back to full guard here. And Bobby's got to capitalize on this position. Oh, nice shot from the top by Bobby.
His corner in between the first and second round said, now you're alive, you know what it's like, let's go to work, and he's doing a good job early. Nice to the body.
This is what he likes, and this is not what Jacob likes. Jacob is a top position guy. He does not want to be fighting here off of his back. Jacob not known for his arm bars or triangles.
Right.
He's known for being a smothering on top fighter. And Bobby Green steps over to half guard. Now, Jacob actually is in a better position in the half guard to try to stand back up or try to sweep him than he is in the full guard.
With that thought, what should we look for?
We should look for Jacob to try to get underhooked on the left side of Bobby Green's body, and then from there he'll try to scoot out the side and then maybe gable grip the body and try to reverse him.
He's eating some elbows in the meantime,
Yes,
though.
he is.
And the body shot.
And Bobby's doing some good damage here on the top, and he's also tiring Jacob out.
No C-clamp. You can posture, but no C-clamp.
By C-clamp, they mean grabbing a hold of the trachea,
Yep.
pinching it with your fingers, your thumb and your forefinger.
And immediately Green backed off.
Good
Look at
elbow
this.
by Green.
Big strikes, and they're adding up and doing damage.
By the way, I don't know why you can't do that C-clamp, because it's a good technique, and there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to do that, but you can kick somebody in the head. It's dumb. It's a dumb rule. There's a lot of dumb rules in MMA. Bobby Green, though, on top here. He's doing good damage, Mike.
Man,
good
he keeps
shots.
busy, doesn't
good
he?
elbows
Yeah.
here by Bobby Green.
This is some vicious ground and pound.
Well, you know, the knock on Jacob Volkman is Jacob's this amazing grappler if he gets on top of you.
Right.
But if you're on top of him, there's a lot of wrestlers that are on their back, they're like turtles. Oh, I do not agree with that, Kim Winslow. Let
Neither
the
does
man
Bobby
work.
Green.
Neither does this whole crowd.
Interesting.
Let the man work. He earned that position. He earned that position, and he was doing damage. But now Bobby's got confidence. You see it in his face.
Bobby Green landed 35 strikes in that position.
He
Nicely
did.
done.
And those strikes will tire you out, Mike. Those elbows, and you see it. Jacob's moving slower. He's got some swelling on his face, a little bit of blood coming out of his ear. Bobby Green did some damage in that round. And he goes high, and Jacob didn't even bother. Oh! Look at that, though.
Now let's see if Volkman can take him for a ride and get top position again.
Bobby's got to pop those hips out and separate those hands. This is very critical that he stifles Jacob Volkman in this particular part of the fight, because Jacob Volkman was on the bottom most of the round. If Jacob can get on top, he can steal this round with 1 minute to go or a little bit less. This is the last thing Bobby wants. Bobby's got to turn towards him and wind up in Jacob's guard again.
Where he did damage in guard in the Turk and passing and doing a lot of damage. The swelling is huge on the side of his face.
And he can turn towards him here. Jacob does not have a full body triangle. By the full body triangle, you got to really clamp down. He's got a little bit more now, but the idea of the body triangle is you're constricting the organs, constricting the guy's body, and holding his body in position where he can't spin and wind up on top of you. You see, a lot of fighters are going to this body triangle now, and the way Jacob's doing it now, he's got the foot on the outside. Note his right foot tucked underneath the knee of Bobby Green, keeping him from spinning, grapevining that leg.
35 strikes landed in the second by Green.
Bobby, although Jacob had his back towards the end of the round.
And Jacob Volkman's lead trainer, Greg Nelson, one of the best in the business, said press this round, keep on top, don't hurry to take the back. You got the first round, now let's go get this one.
Good shot to the body there by Bobby Green.
Nice
Good sprawl. Oh, nice knee by Bobby.
And again, the key was the distance that Bobby Green is keeping.
It's also the key is that he wound up on top in that second round and did damage, Mike, and that really wore out you. Oh, just took one to the junk. Oh, Mother Nature, you win again with your crappy design of the human body. Hey, let's watch that on replay since we're gonna wait for Bobby Green to recover. Kapowie, no doubt about that. Oh, that delayed reaction.
When you're ready, that's unintentional.
I'm ready.
All right, all right.
Yeah, Bobby is, he's fired up to get back
he's
at
game.
it.
I mean, even in the walk-in, it was during our commercial break, though, Joe. I mean, he's fired up to make his long-awaited UFC debut.
Good inside leg kick by Bobby there. Good power to that kick.
His fight very even as we enter the third. If you consider the striking in the second of Green, the control of Volkman in the first.
The only thing that would concern me if I was in Green's camp
end of the round,
is the end of the round.
Yeah.
Nice shot to the body here.
That's that southpaw against orthodox. That body's open. Anthony Pettis, Donald Cerrone.
Yes. Oh, this is it. Bobby Green on top. Very
Nicely
nice.
done. Bobby Green, a good wrestling background as well.
He's got to be careful, though. Gotta stay on top. Can't give him space. Don't let him spin towards you. He's trying to turn counterclockwise and lace up a leg. You can't allow him to do that. Can't allow him to get a half guard position. He needs to hold this spot. Don't allow him to push off that cage either. He's got to keep that head and arm position tight. And Bobby decided to push forward more, go to north-south position because he didn't like the idea of Jacob being able to use those legs. He wanted to push off the cage, Jacob did with those legs. But now Bobby's on top in the half guard. What's important now is that he hold this position and do damage like he did in that second. He can't allow Jacob to spin out the side. Oh, nicely done by Bobby Green. And Jacob took a look at the clock.
Volkman adding his time of top position control a moment ago with that exchange.
Volkman's also giving up his hand here that he's tired. Took a big deep breath after he threw a lazy kick.
And to the body goes Green. Green's gonna watch his distance again here. Stay out of harm's way. If Volkman has enough left to try to blast another double, and you can see the exhaustion.
Good sprawl and good knee on the transition there by Bobby.
That shot
nice
did not,
kick to the body.
Nicely
but Jacob
done.
takes him down. Look and see if Bobby switches a reversal. Very nicely done by Bobby Green. Good control here by Bobby.
To the body on the way up.
Good job by Bobby, but he's got Jacob on his back here.
Volkman, his shot did not look like it did early, but he countered again with almost that counter takedown of the kick.
Bobby's got to stand up and separate these legs.
And he says yes, sir, to you. Bobby Green having a lot of fun in his UFC debut.
Yeah, I don't want to give him too much direction here, but he's doing the right thing here. He's got to keep those legs separate. He's going to turn. He's got to avoid that. He's going to wind up on top if he can get that right leg over the top. He's got to explode with that right leg over the top. Jump that right leg over the top of Jacob Volkman's left. He's trying to do it. He's looking for the time to do it, but what he's worried
close.
about,
There it is.
There he did it.
And
very nicely done. Very nicely done by Bobby Green. Big
shots, more ground and pound by Bobby Green. Nice elbow. Looking to finish this fight.
He might be able to stop this fight here. Bobby Green is in an excellent position to stop this fight. Jacob Volkman is exhausted.
And controlling the breathing of Volkman was Green. Full mount with 60 seconds left.
Slamming him down there. Good mount here by Bobby Green. It's just an excellent third round.
He wore him out in the second, Joe.
Yeah,
or
he
wore
really
him
did.
down. Yes.
He really is taking advantage of the damage that he did in the second.
Yeah, and look at the damage here in the third. Bloodied up his Volkman.
This is all Bobby Green
trying
here.
to finish it right here.
He's
Kim Winslow on top of the action. Looking for the finish. Can he try? It's all over. Bobby Green by submission. Victorious in his UFC debut.
That's an outstanding victory for Bobby Green. Welcome to the UFC, Bobby Green.
Vicious ground and pound, and Bobby Green is able to finish it.
And finish it, he did. Ground and pound, softened him up. Jacob gave up his back. He's just taking punishment here. And Bobby sunk that right arm underneath the chin, wrapped it up very nicely. Beautiful job. Congratulations,
Ladies
Bobby.
and gentlemen, referee Kim Winslow has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 25 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a rear naked choke, Bobby King Green.
35 seconds. Brittany here tonight. Lineker.
All right, guys, here we go. First round, ready, fight.
Against Riviera.
This is a very, very interesting test for Lineker at 135, Mike.
Joe, tonight's Fight Clock sponsored by Black Mass from Warner Brothers Pictures, in theaters everywhere, September 18th. Yeah, thrown right into the deep end of the pool here, right?
Really into the deep end, because Riviera is one of the most underrated guys at 135. He's extremely talented, especially as a striker, which is Lineker's skill set. It's where Lineker's strength is. But Lineker is a puncher primarily, whereas Riviera throws the whole kit and caboodle at you. Outstanding Muay Thai, legit knockout power, excellent kicks, knees, punches, and elbows. He uses all 8 weapons, and he uses them equally effectively.
5 inches taller, 3-inch reach advantage for Riviera, coming off a 21-second knockout win over Alex Caceres.
But you can see right away, first of all, Riviera looks way bigger.
Oh, big time.
And this is the first for Lineker, because Lineker, when he's been fighting these flyweights, has been barely making weight, or in the case of Ian McCall, not making weight at all, and hurting these guys. Oh, look at that.
Caught him here.
Look at this. Rivera standing in the pocket with him.
Finish. Wow.
Oh, my goodness. He hurt him.
Lineker trying to finish it right here.
Rivera's in trouble. Rivera's in big trouble. Rivera's got to get out. He's holding on to the hand. He's got to get back up to his feet. He's got to try to recover here.
Wow.
He played right into Lineker's strength, Mike.
Again, body head. Francisco's throwing.
And Rivera is still just hanging in there and winging at him. This is crazy. Oh, my goodness.
Rock'em sock'em robots here. Wow.
And Rivera's still swinging at him. He's out of it and still swinging at him. And Rivera takes him down, but it looks like he got rocked before he took him down. Lineker drops down for a guillotine.
Can he finish it with the submission?
And if he can't finish it here, at least this will give Rivera a chance to recover here.
Hit us all over. Hit us all over.
He tapped.
John
Wow.
Lineker.
Good job.
Crazy for as long as it lasted.
Wow, what a bantamweight debut here in the UFC.
Wow. You know, Rivera fought wild. Instead of fighting technical, he fought wild. And he fought wild against a guy with hammers for fists. Wow. Let's take a look at that again, because that was just chaos.
Moving the fight, sponsored by Metro PCS, where you get nationwide coverage on the blazing fast 4G LTE T-Mobile network for just $30 period.
Riviera landed a couple punches, and we got to see that not only does Lineker carry the nickname Hands of Stone, but he's got a chin of stone too, because Riviera tagged him, and Lineker just hung in there and blasted him. Look at this. Let's see it again. Boom, boom, he hits him again, but Lineker just hangs in there. And just, he's ripping to the body and to the head. And it's that left hook there is the one that dropped him. That's the one that hurt him. And now he's tagging him and teeing off on him. Drops down for this guillotine. And we didn't see the tap, and we're not going to see it from Chris Taione's arms there. Yep, he tapped right there, I guess. We're going to see it from another angle here. You're going to see the tap. He's caught in the guillotine very deep. Yep, he's tapping right there. That's it. That's it. Wow, craziness.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Chris Taione has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 8 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by submission due to a guillotine choke, John Hands of Stone Lineker.
And here we go. Matt Brown, they can't decide if they're going to touch gloves or not. Matt Brown in the black trunks, blue trunks for James Wilks.
Matt Brown has been spending his time training with the legendary Matt Hume, the Wizard, working on his complete MMA game.
Well, you want to talk about having the mental fortitude of an Ultimate Fighter. Matt Brown has truly displayed that, and as you said in the house, it looked like he carried it every single day.
Yeah, he's a strong-minded dude. He's all business. Wilks has got him pressed up against the cage here, looking for an opening. Brown is covering up. Nice elbow by Brown.
Top, yep.
I like how Wilks immediately dropped down from that elbow, though, and looked for the takedown. And Brown is defending well.
Nicely done by Matt Brown.
Brown looking for a Kimura, Mike. Look at that, the left arm of Wilks. Look at that, Wilks uses the jump on his back. Very nice. Wilks has got a nice rear naked choke. He used it to win the Ultimate Fighter. Decided to let go of it. But it showed that he's threatening. Guillotine attempt here by Brown.
Wilks leaning up against his opponent on the fence.
Wilks is posturing up and turning that arm up so that Brown can't really get the weight on him.
Brown gives it up, Joe.
Yeah. It's very hard to press a guy down once he's got that posture and his neck up high. Oftentimes it's you have to make a decision. You know, how much effort am I going to put into this? How much am I going to fight this off? Is it worth the energy? What's the reward? And Brown decided to let it go, and now they're going to break. Both guys very technical so far, very tactical. Oh! Good combinations by Brown. It forces Wilks to move for the takedown, but Brown defends it.
Wilks is really working hard to get this fight down to the ground, and he can't do it.
You hear Matt Hume yelling at Matt Brown to lower your hips, keep your base. Wants him to avoid that takedown. Someone's bleeding, Mike. It may be Wilks, because I can't see Brown's face, or I don't see any cuts on Brown's face, rather.
This clinch work that both of these guys are utilizing, Joe, is exhausting.
Yes, it is, and it's, I mean, when you're watching it at home, it doesn't look like much is happening, but these guys are pushing against each other the entire time.
Oh, nice kick. And
nice
the
uppercut as well.
That left leg kick, the head kick connected quickly, and now Wilks is pushing forward.
Does Wilks have a mouse under his left eye, Mike? It's tough to see because his back is to us this entire time. But it looks like he may have a mouse under the left eye.
When they backed off before, Joe, it looked like he rubbed under his left eye, looking to like clear some blood, and there you see the mouse. Yeah.
Matt Brown struggling to retain that underhook, and he does. And he turns Wilks against the cage now.
Wilks is taught martial arts. He's taught young children, men and women, all the way up to Marines and the DEA, some martial arts. So Wilks is very well versed in many, many things, teaching and displaying his talents inside the octagon.
Yeah, that's a bad mouse. His left eye's closing up. I don't know what caused that. One of the strikes that Brown landed. Perhaps
short strikes that both of them, Joe.
Wilks again working very hard for that takedown, but Brown doing a good job of defending it. Brown is getting deep with that guillotine here. Now Wilks has got to defend that. He's got to be a little careful. If Brown gets his hands together, and he does get his hands together, oh, he's turning it.
Finish, standing guillotine.
He's digging. It's very deep, Mike. Oh, but look at that. He gets out of it when Wilks drops down. Oh, very nice takedown.
So Wilks has an answer for Brown's submission attempt. Under 30 seconds remains in round one. Fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds.
Brown is looking for, it looks like he's looking for a Kimura on the left arm of Wilks. He's trying to wrap it up, but Wilks is again going to try to take his back when he does that. If he can get his hand free, and he does.
Well, and again he looks for the head kick.
Get the kicks up, get the kicks up.
I don't know what was wrong with that kick. I thought that was right on the leg. Man's bucket, and what was missing in the Mike Tyson-Buster Douglas fight.
Right back.
It made Mike Tyson's camp very criticized.
Bring it on, come on.
Round two. Good leg kick early by Brown. Very evenly contested round one.
Nice jabs by Wilks. A good counter right by Brown. Oh, high kick by Brown.
To the body.
Flying knee. Wilks is hurt.
Caught him.
Wilks
looking to finish his Matt Brown. Brown is all over Wilks. Matt Brown caught him with the flying knee and hurt him.
Wilks has got to tie him up here. Brown's trying to finish. He's going for a leg. He's got to be careful here, because when you go for a leg, you commit both your arms to that leg, and you can't defend yourself against punches.
And you saw Matt Brown, Joe, go right for the hammer fist. He's going to try to get that leg free.
If Brown gets that leg free, Wilks is going to be even in more trouble. He's in trouble right now. He's going for that leg, but now Brown may be in trouble. Oh, this might be it. Look at that, slips right out of it.
And again with a big shot. Matt Brown.
Standing guillotine again.
Tried it in round one.
You hear Matt Hume saying, create space and use the knees. Matt Hume screaming that out. He's saying, keep your space. He's gassed.
Which could lead to success if he tries that guillotine again, partner. Wilks just trying to...
I think he wants to bang with him. I think that's what Matt Hume wants. He wants Brown to stand out and bang with him. Nice leg kick by Wilks. Wilks seems to have recovered a bit.
Brown with
nice
the knees.
knee and a nice elbow by Brown. That eye of Wilks is closing up really bad now, Mike.
And you can see the pace of Wilks has slowed down tremendously.
Nice knee by Brown. Wilks again looking for that takedown. And again, Matt Brown looking for that Kimura as a counter. See how he does that immediately?
Yep.
This is a bad spot here for Wilks. He's got to be very careful because Matt Brown could also use this to sweep him. He will stick that right leg in between the leg of Wilks and roll, pulling that Kimura up and around his back. That's a move Kyle Parisian uses all the time.
Now it's Brown looking to take his opponent down.
Yeah, Brown's got double underhooks. Wilks has got his mouth wide open and blood's coming out of it. As Brown tries to get behind him, he'll try to drop his weight back and pull Wilks
look
to
at the left
ground.
side of his face now, Joe.
Yeah, his eye is very badly swollen. Matt has got a whizzer. He might try to take him down with this.
Wilks still pushing forward, though.
Yeah, as you said, both guys very gritty dudes.
Make it work, guys. Just make it work. I'll split you up.
They're working, man. What are you talking about?
Like you said, this is hard work.
Yeah, I appreciate this. You know, you got to let these guys fight for position. You got to let them grind it out. It's part of fighting.
140 remains in the round.
You know, but we live in this short attention span world where everything's got to be quick.
What?
High kick.
Again. Good
nice
uppercut
combination by Brown.
Rocked him not once but twice.
This
Matt
might be
Brown.
it,
Hammer fists.
And Wilks is fighting through it, though. Oh, he's going for a guillotine again.
And Wilks is gassed.
Yeah, he's taking some punishment in this round for sure, Mike. Brown is starting to take over.
It all started, Joe, with that flying knee that landed early in the round.
Yeah, that was a punishing shot. That took a lot out of Wilks. And Brown is transitioning to the back here. And Wilks lets him down. Oh! Beautiful job by Wilks. Rolls him over into side control, and so effortlessly. He just took advantage of the momentum as Matt Brown wanted to roll him over. He's exhausted, he's battered, but he has not given up.
Wilks inside control.
Good job by Matt Brown. Hips up, got that knee in position.
Keep the space, man. Take his hips away.
Take his hips away and keep your space.
You can see how slow Wilks is moving. He's just trying to recover, but he's taking so much punishment in that round.
Wilkman, drop some elbows. Okay, kick him. Kick him. Man, he's got nothing. Go out the back door. He's got nothing.
Final 10 seconds of round 2.
Up kick.
Triangle. Oh, man.
Matt Brown felt like he had it.
Oh, that was so quick, too.
Brown just wants to finish this.
Good inside leg kick by Wilks.
See how much James Wilks has been able to recover in that 1 minute rest between rounds, Joe.
He left a little opening there, and Matt Brown shot a good left kick to the body.
Wilks coming out, trying to keep his opponent at distance with those kicks.
Wilks is gutting it out, but you can see him, he's slowed down considerably.
Wilks, winner of the Ultimate Fighter Season 9, as a welterweight. Brown on the show competed at 185, caught him with a left. Went right down to welterweight after his spot on the Ultimate Fighter did Matt Brown.
Yeah, Brown pushing forward, lands a good left hook. Brown definitely appears to be the stronger guy at this point in the fight. And I think a lot of that could be attributed to the punishment that Wilks has taken.
Again with the knees.
Wilks is gutting it out here, but there's no doubt whatsoever on who's done more damage. Wilks has got his back here, and again, Matt looks for that Kimura, and watch out for his left leg, Mike, because if... And look at this, they change. And now Wilks is looking for a Kimura, and Wilks drops down. If he pops that arm up and around towards the back, you can see Matt Brown in some trouble here. Matt is doing a good job of getting it in between his legs, grabbing onto his own leg to try to defend. But Wilks is still in an excellent position. He's in full guard, and if he can muster up the strength to pull that arm out and pop it up and behind towards the head of Matt Brown, we can see Matt Brown in some real trouble. Now Wilks has let go with that left arm. Now he's got it
Still working it,
now
looking for the Kimura again.
He's got it high. He's got to get the hands closer to the wrist. Now he does. He adjusts. Matt Brown's in some big trouble.
Out Matt Brown.
He's in some big trouble.
Wilks is still working it.
But you know what? In this position, it's not as bad because it's not towards the back and pointed towards his head. You can deal with this.
And he gives it up.
Yeah.
Brown survives. Good submission attempt by Wilks.
Wilks is on the top. Oh, he hesitated, and he let Brown get a guillotine on him.
And the mount again.
Bad
this may be the end, Joe.
This could be it.
Yep. He's going to finish it right here.
That's it.
And it's all over!
Tremendous performance by Matt Brown.
Matt Brown defeats James Wilks.
Really a close fight up until that flying knee. Once Matt landed that flying knee, that really seemed to take a lot of wind out of the sails of James Wilks. Let's take a look at it again here. This is the flying knee that really did the most damage. Just boom, right on the jawline. And you see Wilks, his eyes roll back, he falls down. He did his best to gut it out. Now here, Wilks is trying for the Kimura. He grabs it, he's trying to yank it. He gets him down into full guard, tries to pop it up and around behind his head. But, you know, Brown defended it excellent and eventually reversed the position, got on top, and just pounded him out for the victory. Huge, huge, huge performance by Matt Brown.
That's 3 straight wins.